Hey, what is up guys? This is Shukesh once again and welcome to the second episode of the tips and tricks video series on the awesome Samsung Galaxy Note 8. This is by far the smartest smartphone right now in the market, and it looks smart, it feels smart, and the software, the add-on features by Samsung make it stand out from the crowd, and you will find smartphones as fast as this Note 8, but as far as user experience, the software is concerned, you will be blown away by the capabilities of this smartphone. In this video series, I am going to demonstrate the most awesome hidden and the advanced features of this new Samsung flagship. So without any further ado, let's get to it. Now the first thing I want to draw your attention to is the small icon on the navigation bar when you open any application. It's at the bottom left corner, as you can see. Since this year's Galaxy Note lacks the push button home key to make space for the display, but since there is this navigation bar which is taking up space on the screen, you can actually double tap on this small dot and hide the navigation bar. Now just by swiping up, you can actually reveal the navigation bar whenever you want, just like your typical smartphone, but Samsung came up with this idea to manually control this. Of course, hard press in the middle to go to the home screen works just like before, so it's a nice feature you need to know about. Now you can also double press or double tap this icon and pin the navigation bar at the bottom of the screen. Now if this feature is not enabled on your smartphone by default, you can actually enable or even disable this from display settings navigation bar option. It's at the top, and the interesting part is, if you want, you can actually specify applications where you want the navigation bar to be always shown. For that, just switch off these keys. For games and for the video player, I suggest you to keep this on so that you won't accidentally press the home button or the other navigation keys. Now before I move on to the next trick, I want to quickly talk about the device assistant app. You can either use Google or Samsung internet. Just tap and hold the home button for a while. This will scan the screen and show you related content based on the text or images on the screen. To enable or disable this feature, just check your advanced features, device assistant app, and switch in between Google or Samsung internet from this option. As I just mentioned, device assistant app can analyze the text as well as the images shown on the screen, so this might be very handy sometimes. Next, I have a very nice hidden trick for you guys. I personally prefer manual over auto brightness control, but by default you need to swipe twice the notification bar to access the brightness bar. Now what you can do is, you can actually pin the brightness bar above the notifications. So what you need to do is just click on the small down arrow just beside the brightness bar and enable this show control on top. This will save you time and effort. Now that I have disabled this option, you won't get the brightness bar with one swipe, so I suggest you to keep this on. Next, I want to talk about the notification reminder feature on your smartphone. Just go to your accessibility setting and there you get the notification reminder, which is a great feature you should know about. If you don't want to miss your important notifications, you can put reminders for your notifications at certain intervals, and you can enable or disable vibrations. The apps can be specified, of course, like your Gmail account, your WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, etc. I personally find this feature very useful. Now there is another very small trick. You can swipe down the notification bar just by swiping down on the fingerprint sensor, and swiping up on the sensor will actually collapse the notification center. I don't think this feature will be that much useful since the sensor is quite hard to reach. Now let's quickly talk about split screen, that is the multi-window feature. Since the screen is huge, multitasking is actually quite user friendly. You get the split screen icons on your recent applications, and the most interesting part is, on some applications like YouTube, you get a separate icon which basically crops a small part of the applications, like the video part of the YouTube application, so it makes it much easier to watch YouTube videos and run another application simultaneously. Since YouTube doesn't allow playback in the background, this might be very handy. You can of course resize these windows, as you know, and two web browsers can be opened simultaneously in two windows so that you can make comparisons, and you can also transfer media from one window to another, which I will show you in a minute. As you know, you can convert the selected window into a floating pop-up window which is resizable and movable to any part of the screen. Alternatively, you can swipe from either corners at the top and minimize the full screen applications into smaller windows. This is how you can make the best use of this big screen. Now if you tap on the home button, these applications can be further minimized into floating icons. It's like minimizing your applications on your computer. These apps are running in the background. Now let me show you how you can transfer media from one window to another for taking notes or saving images. Using the S Pen, it makes it much easier. Just tap and hold with your S Pen, then select the part you want to transfer or save into your note-taking application like your messaging or Google Keep, and this is how you can do online research or save media for future use. Guys, the next feature I want to talk about is the dual messenger. As you can see, I have two Facebook accounts on my phone simultaneously. That is, I am maintaining two Facebook accounts. You can do this for other messaging or social media applications like WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, etc. So let me show you how can you enable this feature. Just go to your settings menu, then under advanced features you will find the dual messenger option. Your supported applications will show up here. Just enable to get the secondary app icon. Now with the help of secure folder, you can also maintain two profiles or two accounts for all of your applications and games. Just add the applications or games into your secure folder just like so. Anything happens to these secure applications won't affect the applications you get by default on your apps drawer. For example, if I now launch this game, it will start from the beginning and I need to log in with a different gaming account. The secure folder password or pattern can be different from your unlocking pattern. So with secure folder, you can maintain two profiles and separate your personal and work life. You can of course add files like images, videos, audio files or documents from your default gallery and hide them with this secure folder password. If I capture some images with the secure folder camera, that won't show up on the normal, that is the default gallery. So no need to rely on third-party applications. Secure folder is much more reliable and it's powered by Samsung Knox, which offers enterprise level security, so your data is also highly protected. Now in addition to all of this, you can also hide your applications from your apps drawer like WhatsApp, Facebook or Gmail, which are very sensitive. So just tap and hold on your home screen and hide applications. There is no password protection, so if your friend know about this, they can unhide the applications. So you can hide your games from your gaming freak friends or your sensitive applications. There is no trace of Asphalt Extreme, which I have just hidden, so this is another shorthand trick you might find very useful sometimes. Now apart from hiding your applications from the home screen settings, you can change the home screen layout to home screen only. That is, all of your applications will be shown on the home screen just like iOS. As you know, sometimes full screen app notifications or advertisement appear even when you are not using that application. You might be on some other applications, so this might be really very bothering. If you're getting this type of on-screen app notifications on top of other applications, you can disable that from this option. Now I have shown you how to hide applications, but you can also temporarily disable some of the applications. So instead of uninstalling, you can disable some of your apps and games. When you need them again, just enable, no need to download once again. The notification counter on your apps icon can be cleared as well if it's bothering you. Next, I'm gonna show you how you can turn the screen into grayscale just by pressing and holding the power key and the volume up key. Just press and hold for a while and there you go, the screen is now grayscale. So this might be very handy for ebook reading or web browsing, and since it's a Super AMOLED display, it also saves battery. It works anywhere, anytime. You need to enable direct access for this. So let's visit the settings menu and how to set up this feature. Open the accessibility settings from the settings and click on direct access. Make sure it's enabled. Now as you can see, I have enabled grayscale only. If you wish, you can do different tasks like negative colors or magnifier window. Universal switch is quite interesting. You can navigate the phone just by tilting your head or opening your mouth or your eyes. Voice assistant can be enabled as well. In addition to that, I also want to talk about voice label, with which you can write voice recordings to NFC tags. For example, if you stick some NFC tags to your books or rocks collection and record the name or some information about the rocks, later on you can just tap your phone to the NFC tags and you will hear the information. So this might be useful for your books or rocks collection, your science project, etc. Well, for optimum performance of your smartphone, you need to restart your device from time to time, but if you forget, the phone can automatically restart once in a week. You can set the time and the day. There are some conditions applied, of course. One of the very old smart features on Samsung smartphones is Smart Stay. As you know, with the help of the front-facing camera, the phone scans your eyes and check whether you are still looking at the display. So even if the screen timeout is very short, the screen won't turn off as long as you are looking at the screen. This is extremely handy for browser for reading ebooks. No need to adjust the screen timeout every time you are reading. You might know that the default screen resolution of your Galaxy Note 8 is Full HD Plus to save some battery, but it doesn't really make sense to me. It's such a pricey device. I suggest you to switch to WQHD Plus for the best quality display. Now, as usual, there is a panic mode on your Galaxy Note 8. You need to just triple tap the power key and the panic mode, that is the emergency mode, will be triggered. The emergency number, that is 112 for India, will be dialed automatically and an SOS message with your images from the front and rear cameras, your location, and also an SOS message will be sent to your emergency contact numbers. So when you are in danger, with the help of this panic mode, you can ask your friends and family for help. Now you need to of course set your emergency contact numbers first. So go to your settings menu, then advanced features, scroll down to panic mode. This is the feature you can turn on or off. Up to 4 emergency contact numbers can be added from this option. Now, as you know, on your Samsung device you can take a screenshot just by pressing and holding the power and the volume down keys simultaneously, or you can just swipe your hand on the screen. Now let's talk about Smart Capture, which allows you to scroll down and take a screenshot of the whole website or your social media feeds, which is so handy sometimes. Now let's talk about one of the greatest features on your Galaxy Note 8 Android smartphone. Open your settings menu, then accessibility, dexterity and interaction control. This allows you to block certain areas of your display or the whole screen, and also disable the hard keys like the volume rockers, the power key and the Bixby key. When this mode is on, to enable interaction control, just press and hold the volume up key and the power keys simultaneously for 2 seconds. Now you can select the area of the display you want to block, that is, in that area screen touch won't work. So this might be helpful when you are gaming to prevent any accidental touch. It's also very useful in movie watching. You can hold the phone as you wish without pausing the video, and you can block the whole screen for that. If you are lending this phone to your friends or to your kids, you can block the screen, and as I mentioned before, keys also stop working, so not only the hard keys but also the navigation keys won't work anymore. You need to press and hold the volume up and the power keys once again for 2 seconds to disable this interaction control. So while you are gaming or watching videos, you won't accidentally close it by pressing the navigation keys. Now if this option is enabled when this interaction control is disabled, the phone will lock with a password. So if you are lending this phone to your friends for watching a movie, they cannot just disable interaction control and access your private data or make a call. So a really great feature you need to know about. Now on my previous episode I have talked about the reminder feature on your Galaxy Note 8. It's a great feature, it's like alarm but with text, and it's a really nice app I personally use a lot. Now you can set reminder using other type of media like images or animated GIF. For example, just open your GIF and with sharing option you can actually share to your reminder application, so at the specified time this GIF will be shown on the screen. So that's really cool. Just click on the edit icon and set your preference and other options. Now the most interesting fact is you can actually pin this reminder into your always on display on your lock screen. Just check this option set as always on display image. So this is something really useful. When you pick up your phone, you will see this image or your reminder on your always on display. Pin to always on display feature can be enabled from the reminder application as well. This is the preview of the always on display. Now of course you know about the edge screen. Let me show you some cool edge panels I have downloaded. This is a compass which might be really handy sometimes. This is the torch, and next we have a ruler or scale. It's accurate, so you can use your Note 8 as a ruler. There is also clipboard edge, and next we have the calculator. There is also apps edge for your favorite applications, your device maintenance, your weather tool, and you can download all this from the edge panel settings. There are a few more, and from the download option you can buy some paid ones as well. Well, this is the end of part 2. The part 3 will be uploaded very soon, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and keep in touch. You can check the description below for the link. If you liked this review, hit the like button, comment below and let me know. Galaxy Note 8 is a fantastic smartphone. This is probably the smartest smartphone right now in the market you can buy. So get one if you are into this smartphone. This is Shukesh Banik signing off. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.